Hello everybody and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the side stories. We're headed into Respect Part 2. Before we get into that, if you find yourself enjoying the video at any point, please leave a like down below. Comment down below your favorite Doki is or what you think is going on, or even just to chat with me. I'd love to respond to your comments. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It's free of charge. It really helps us out. And hit that bell to be notified when a video gets released. With all that being said, let's head into Respect Part 2, the Monika and Natsuki story. This sucks. Why is Monika such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monika's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. When she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it! I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monika? I don't know. It's not like it's going to change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please? I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monika. I promise, Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care what anyone else thinks, but you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing, too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monika? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing. Two of them remained silent for a while. Sawyer understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today, at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. She promises, guys. That means it's going to happen. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monika, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monika decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive amount of time, Monika finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monika is ready to get closer. Natsuki's with some friends who Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined, why wouldn't I? Ha, I told you she would join. Ha ha ha, come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club, oh sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Ha ha ha, true. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Oof. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Well, obviously. I want a signed copy. It was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, get a reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. They're definitely different sprites. Yeah, sure, they grow up so fast it brings a tear to my eye. As I glance at Monika's rush, prodded Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. Should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. Peer pressure. It's not easy, folks. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself. Unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah, well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. Couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of manga. It just made me so mad, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did. Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. Now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, I'll get them back, by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sarah. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. I have 12% of a plan. Sarah, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's faced the consequences of damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over, but that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay. Do you think you can get her to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit, is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? So I picks up a manga that's resting on Jay's desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who's using this classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. Well. I really shouldn't have left that out. Sayori catches up to Natsuki, that would get really awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori's going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits and stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Yuri marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk, takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club rooms, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. Uh-oh. She would stand at the front of the club room just like that, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeing the vision that Monika had, admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect, and 3 more lessons that we're not going to talk about yet. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. There's her catchphrase. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it she writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature. Manga. Oh, come on! Isn't this kind of forced? I don't actually want to do this, so Monika shakes her head. Natsuki. This is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you. Wait, that's not true! Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sarah, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. That was a genuine laugh, by the way. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. Poor Yuri. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approached Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home? Or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh. There's just something I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like, things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga and then got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place, but when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. It makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like, always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I think I just felt, like, kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate, because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person I always wish I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. That's nice. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you join the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allow us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to the Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my mind. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because you just make me feel like I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. Doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. When I saw the main character's street there, my heart sank. Well, isn't that nice? Respect. Interesting. So, like, the first three is them all meeting, and then the next three are building the relationships between the other people. So it's almost like this is the mid-season finale, as it were. Recapping the side stories so far. And then we just get the other mix and matches for the other three. I love how Monika always says she's not good at piano, and then she just does something really amazing. Like, this is a nice composition. The Literature Club. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're all, like, already a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note, because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was, like, such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. Kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. I feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things. I got frustrated for not getting my way in the club. So yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's foreign literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. Hee hee hee. I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Cupcakes! Next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Cupcakes! No new mail. Let's take a look at the new music. My song, Your No Piano. That's really cool. Piano version. I wonder if we're gonna get a lyric version? Or just multiple instruments, potentially. New pictures. Finished size for Respect 2. Finished size for Respect 2. That's a nice one of Monika. So it looks like we have another alt art for the characters coming, which is super exciting. So we have from the original game, from Plus, and now the first of the new extra art is Monika. Missing 3 poems. Missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Missing 5 CGs. I can only think of 3 other side stories, so I don't know what else that's missing. The music room, featuring the piano. So we're missing 1 background, 1 place we haven't seen yet. And we've got none of the promo other than this one. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Comment who your favorite Doki is and what's going on in this place. Or just say hey. Appreciate you very much. If you haven't, consider subscribing. It's free of charge. It really helps us out. And hit that bell to be notified whenever a new video gets released. And I will talk to you all in the next video. And until then, stay safe and have a good one. Bye!